Right, Emerald Sports Link Ghana now today. If you guys say you love violence, when need and tokwa home, when need edgement was home, just a confusion kasa ayo the dear, then this particular video is for you. Ebusia, Andrew Morgan DEDE AYEW camp. The AYEW family, their spokesperson, which is Fifi Taki, and OTTO ADDO Eddie Ashim. Inina eye OTTO ADDO, call up a Ophélie ye. Sir Obefre Abrante Andrew Morgan DEDE AYEW, in spite of the former ordinary DO have no, yet OTTO ADDO deny no call up. Na eno a spokesperson for the AYEW family Fifi Taki, eba information superhighway so enye ni Facebook wall no so eno anwumre na enye easy cry. Timini odie ya kasa no ewusia enye easy na eno ene Raymond on Sporty FM anope ya wono so atoto bi die mu oden pa e de amane Fifi Taki. Na yebeko ne hokoti ensem no mesi we violence upon violence, war upon war. Ebusia ano edin te hwese obehwe video no akosi awieye na enkomo no ayekama ba. For the meantime no yenisa enkomo we na ne nyina no aye the 4-nation tournament etodwa na mebeka che se England, Ghana, Jamaica and Nigeria and ekwakoboron. Breaking news eba che se England forum opt out. Omse nya de se ombeto aso na omabobie. It is said there, according to report na Ebano, ababeye Ghana, Nigeria, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago and Ekwakobo. It is said there, England for Thomas Tuchel and ni team no almost adabraka and nya de se ombetimi atwaso enti shane so emame. Then mebeka cho say U20 AFCON etodwa o Cote d'Ivoire no reporter ebayan se Cote d'Ivoire for na ediaba se enya de se ombetimi ahosti. Eti from Enra Airbani nyina na is a CAF ehwe new venue to host that particular tournament. Na eno na reporter Airban say Confederation of African Football Dr. Patrice Motsepe and Egypt arrive on agreement. I saying that the bragging rights no Egypt for Asia say ni dia me no kasa no tournament no U20 tournament ebetimi atodwa ewo Egypt eno so enya asem ketwa. National Swam say started on the 27th of April, which is Sunday 2025. Na end the final game no atodwa on the 18th May 2025. They say there bragging rights no akwako PM Egypt U20 AFCON no eho na eje penny atodwa honom. Then Ghana ni Abrante osinaka Edma Sintetien. Abrante ni tin ede Augustine Boache. Utim say Abrante ne performance no e wo so ye papa. But bad news are echo Ediama Augustine Boache and say you're ruling out for the rest of the season. Abrante wa pick ankle injury. Enti no say season no matches are akanyina no. Sintetien matches Abrante Augustine Boache entimi emobi e honom. Now yen free way so ni enko the violence one confusion na esie no ni nyina e Fifi Taki ene OTTO ADDO. Enko Sporty FM na Raymond Intimi enwoke true and yes said or fast so bomb na adwene edema Fifi Taki the AYEW family on spokesperson no ekwa Raymond e fast so bomb na adwene edema omo no yenko ni nkoti ensem no emra e odi side.
I don't know why he wrote what he wrote. I don't know if indeed he was asked by the AYEW family to write what he wrote. But before I get into what he wrote, Fifi Taki, don't start a fight in an empty room. Fifi Taki, don't start a fight in an empty room.
Hey.
Now let me get into the comments of Fifi Taki. Quote, Coach OTTO ADDO's comments, and this is what he wrote on Facebook. Coach OTTO ADDO's comments on Andrea Ayew are shocking and disappointing. On numerous occasions, the same coach has said one of the key criteria for selection into national team is active club participation. How can Ayew, Ghana's most capped player, a 3-time World Cup veteran, and a proven leader, be deemed unworthy, even when playing well at his club in the French league? Ayew's legacy and commitment to the Black Stars are undeniable. His experience, leadership, and track record in major tournaments speak volumes. It is baffling that a coach who failed to qualify Ghana for this year's Africa Cup of Nations would so casually dismiss the contributions of a player who has consistently delivered for his country and is playing week in, week out at his club side. Such remarks are not only disrespectful to Ayew, but also undermine his sacrifices and the pride he has brought to Ghana football. Coach OTTO ADDO's comments are unprofessional and unbecoming of someone in his position. This is what the spokesperson for the Ayew family wrote. Nathan, first of all, it is true that indeed DEDE AYEW is a Mosca player.
Yeah.
It is true that indeed he has played at 3 World Cups and has played at 8 AFCONs. It is true that DEDE AYEW is playing week in, week out for his club side, Le Havre, who are in the relegation zone. It is true. It is again true that DEDE AYEW, based on his form this season, has scored 4 goals in 19 games. It is true. It is again true that his leadership and experience and track record at major tournaments is not in doubt. It is true. But Fifi Taki must understand that there's time and season for everything. Today at 35, if DEDE AYEW is not the first pick on the list of the coach for a national team, there should be a reason behind it. OTTO ADDO may not or does not owe anybody any explanation as to why he has chosen not to call DEDE AYEW. Because whoever he picks into that 23-man squad of the Black Stars, he would believe is capable of delivering for him.
Okay.
So nobody at this point can force OTTO ADDO to call DEDE AYEW, regardless of whether he's playing active football week in, week out or not. It is not a given. There are several players in Europe playing week in, week out. There are some playing in Malaysia. Our good friend, Jordan Minta. Is it Malaysia?
Yes.
No.
Hong Kong.
Yes. There are players playing elsewhere, week in, week out, scoring goals, but the coach doesn't need them and hasn't called them. What is wrong with OTTO ADDO saying that he's looking at other players ahead of DEDE AYEW? How disrespectful is that comment? How disrespectful is OTTO ADDO's comment? That the Ayew spokesman for the Ayew family would want to tear up OTTO ADDO in this manner. You see, even the timing of this message is wrong. If the Black Stars were on a downward spiral, like we saw them during the AFCON qualifiers, maybe Ghanaians would have even been clamoring for the return of Andre Ayew.
Yeah, I remember when the qualifiers were not going well.
Absolutely.
At a point, some people started saying
but you do not come up with this when the team has just won 2 games back to back in the World Cup qualifiers, thereby putting them in pole position to qualify for the World Cup. You do not bring this up. And I think that Fifi Taki must know that his comments are disrespectful to OTTO ADDO. He has disrespected Coach OTTO ADDO with his comments. And I think that he should show the coach of the Black Stars some respect. Whether he qualified for AFCON or not, he's still the man at the helm. DEDE AYEW's brother is the captain of the side, giving all the respect that he deserves. But this same coach is trying to criticize. Unfairly, let me put it that way. The brother of Andre Ayew works directly with Coach OTTO ADDO. If not for anything at all.
This is captain.
This is captain. If not for anything at all. You respect the relationship between the coach and his captain and manage what you say against the coach. Nathan, tell me what was wrong with what OTTO ADDO said about DEDE AYEW. What was so disrespectful about it? You see, Fifi Taki, don't let us destroy our legends. Don't let Ghanaians disrespect DEDE AYEW. He deserves a lot of respect from the good people of Ghana. Don't put him in a light. Don't throw him under the bus. Don't throw him to the wolves. Don't do that. And that's why I'm telling Fifi Taki this morning. Look, don't start a fight in an empty room. This comment is unwarranted. This stones you are throwing at Coach OTTO ADDO, very, very unwarranted. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nathan, if he's listening this morning, if he's spokesperson, he should be measured with some of the things he says, especially knowing very well that the team has games to play and the team still has an Ayew in there. Please, don't do that. The team is enjoying back-to-back wins peacefully. There's unity in camp. There are no issues of captaincy or there are no issues of drama in camp. Please, let's maintain that. And if he's listening to me this morning, he should pull down this post and apologize to OTTO ADDO. Fifi Taki cannot force OTTO ADDO to invite DEDE AYEW to the national team. If the coach, like he said, if he feels he needs DEDE AYEW, he invites him at the right time. It's as simple as that. But Fifi Taki should not present himself as a scout, watching performance of DEDE AYEW and also watching the number of games he's playing to say that, oh, Coach OTTO ADDO said he's going to base his selection criteria on consistency for your club side, so DEDE must be called up. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. It's Fifi telling me that at this age, DEDE AYEW has the form of a Luka Modric or Cristiano Ronaldo to consistently dominate call-outs for national teams. Is that what Fifi is telling us? At this point, is DEDE AYEW dominating the headlines like Luka Modric and Cristiano Ronaldo? His team, for God's sake, they are struggling to get out of relegation zone. The focus of DEDE AYEW should be concentrating on his club side football and helping his team maintain their League One status. That should be the preoccupation of DEDE AYEW. When the Black Stars are doing well, let the Black Stars do well with the current setup the coach believes in. It's as simple as that. I sat on this show one day and I told you, Nathan, DEDE AYEW must be called back.
Yeah, I remember.
But if the coach feels he doesn't need him, so be it. Respect Coach OTTO ADDO's decisions. Fifi Taki, please don't start a fight in an empty room. I'm done.
All right. Once again, nobody can force OTTO ADDO to offer DEDE AYEW Emra back. You see, we were the same person here call say, and DEDE AYEW form here, DEDE AYEW I say, DEDE AYEW I say, but we can't force OTTO ADDO. Say or no, and na unfair player we don't have that right. And OTTO ADDO say a human no Ghanaians will sack him, the GFA will sack him, the Minister of Sports and Recreation, they will sack him. And you know, a choir onwa sha of fast wabeboa amana juma akoye no eye onwa ne be decide e dia man ho. The players to use, players obe call omo amana juma akoye no ono and what's our right no. So nobody, whether you are the spokesperson, whether you are the president, whether you are the minister of sports, you don't have the right to call DEDE AYEW. So what I say, see a friend the day and I see friend no, ni na OTTO ADDO decision. And Enra be catch you say, OTTO ADDO na kasa can say, you were number of players almost performance and I was show, and even you will players almost performance and I was through ye pa, but they are not getting the call up. Augustine Boacha make an ask me, a bro one picky injury no, ni en friend no. She obi to say Christopher Ba recently on to enya the debut call up. He has been playing well. Oh gank, but na onya call up. Just recently, onya call up. It's adding na obi asebe wa be bobia U20 World Cup waje. The way so ye bia wa ye. Still, Fifi Taki epese is our friend back. Bro, we don't have that right. Fifi Taki, get it. Udi football chinyane. Untimi fa or say enkase chinche OTTO ADDO enfe o play and I say on freeway. And I know my listeners, Ghanaians will understand what I'm saying. It's ebusia say only Raymond eya adwena for comment eto comment section ema me na we ni de eye now today eye violence upon violence. Ento kwa de ba na obi afili. Ti eno so no che wadwene e comment section ema me ma me hwe say metimi asane one or two shout out. Ediama wona edi omo messages eba here into way enko ma Eric Tete. A big shout out to you. Kusi Michael wonso bia wo bia a big shout out to you. Gordon Fiati me chia papa yes o messages in there. What the papa ya me feel Gordon Fiati a big shout out to you. Then Samuel Kwao a big shout out to you. Then we so enko ma Soleil a big shout out to you. Then J Isaac wonso me chia papa. Big Josh K a big shout out to you bro. Then James Amwa Ampa, a big shout out to you. Benson Ablote, a big shout out to you. We see you have shout out in Insia Medin and the Kobe, and I'll be to my friend Kobe Finest. It's Abishia.